During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A, always, B, aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, folks. Friday afternoon. Welcome aboard, everybody. Revenge of the Cis, your leaders of the media insurgency. Of course, Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez. I actually had the slow onset sneeze coming right as we were hitting the post, and I was like, oh no.
You go.
Oh no, I'm good. It's a real dick tease situation going on with the sneeze. But welcome aboard, guys. Speaking of dick teases.
So as the intro was running, we get the breaking news that the GOP agrees to wait for a 1-week FBI probe before they do the final vote. It moved out of committee this morning with 11 to 10, and it should have been on the floor next week. I think Wednesdays would have been what would have been done. Now, because Flake, and I'm sure by this point all of you saw this, but Senator Jeff Flake, as is the actual feed I saw it happen live actually.
About the protesters that they're flakes.
We have to skip. This was Jeff Flake, protesters yelling at them in the lobby, in the elevator.
By the way, totally organic moment.
Yeah, not set up.
It's totally not set up. The protesters totally aren't being paid to be there. There's already a story on Big League Politics that the woman works for one of these lefty organizations. They all get this. They all get a check.
Yeah, but I think Flake's in on this.
Well, let's find out what Oldo and Benjamin had to say.
Who has been accused of violating the young girl? What are you doing, sir?
I was sexually assaulted and nobody believes me.
There again.
What does that have to do with?
Women are hysterical. You guys are hysterical. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, again.
You're terrible people.
Unless Brett Kavanaugh's the one that did it to you, what are you going to do? Are you going to believe guys lie all the fucking time? And by the way, Girls lie a lot too. Now it's funny because the argument you always have is that, and you'll see it like, oh, I'd rather be wrong and side with the woman. I'm like, no, that's not the way it works.
Well, look, they're done using the blacks and the, all that stuff. Now they're going to use the women. This is what the left does.
No. Mr. McCain, no home.
This is what they're doing. By the way, thank God that fuck is dead. Sorry. I was the biggest. I was explicitly telling people, give that family time to grieve. I get it. The memes were funny and stuff, but I mean, some people were like posting the day McCain died. Fuck, I'm the deep state traitor. I hope he's burning in hell. Like, dude, let the family cry for a day. But now that we're at a moment where it's okay to say it, thank God that fucker is dead, or we would be having a much more nervous conversation.
The other thing that needs to be brought up is Jeff Flake in the morning said, yeah, I'm definitely a yes. I will vote for him. And then it just by the way, this random moment with actual news cameras there.
Never as a senator.
Yeah.
Actually had a name that also describes who he is. It's the perfect.
So technically, even without Flake, we're supposed to have the votes, but I'm thinking we don't, because the Republicans should have the vote. The reason that this is happening right now is I think that Flake set this up because he needed some sort of like, well, look, that woman changed my mind. This is his big presidential moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I get it, and it's so.
And he set this up, and his office set this up. I believe that 100%. I don't know if you also saw this morning, Mike, that a bunch of Cory Booker, Blumenthal, Kamala Harris, and some other idiot, they all walked out of the Senate committee when they were going to do the vote. They walked out and they were outside and they did a counter thing. And then during the counter speech, they had a bunch of women behind them.
Oh, yeah. Did you see Cory Booker getting the coffee yesterday? Did you see that photo up too? It's the most. Everybody's just trying to get their screen time.
This is their campaign speeches for the 2020 elections. That's what they're all doing. They're all grandstanding. Kamala Harris thinks it's going to be her. They're all waiting to get the call by the fucking anointed people to tell them you're the next one. I'm telling you right now. I said it this morning. No, Flake said he's going to vote, and I go, look, if Flake, and I said it this morning, if Flake flips, like he did, this was set up and staged. Now that he's flipped, and said, well, Flake said I will vote yes, but we need to do a 1-week FBI investigation. Push it back a week. If you think that this is not going to be pushed back through the midterm elections, if the Democrats have their way,
no, I would say this. He's right. This has been a complete shit show. It's been a complete circus. And I say nothing will help us turn this into less of a circus than just dragging it out another week. I think that'll really help get to the real root issues here. It's going to be a fucking shit show.
So again, if the GOP agrees to move it for a week for an FBI investigation, again, people are saying, "Oh, you have no ball." Listen, it's not they have no balls. I don't think they have the votes. I think the three fence sitters are going to side with Flake unless there is an FBI investigation. I'm telling you, that's what it is. This has turned into a fucking cartoon. This is a cartoon. Remember when we used to watch House of Cards before the whole Kevin Spacey debacle? And you used to watch it, and you used to go, wow, it's so intricate and well planned and all these moving parts. When in reality, it's somebody talking in an alley to a Mexican lady going, look, I'm going to pay you this much money, go scream. And it's not as intricate and as cerebral as we think it is. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it wasn't even that intricate on House of Cards. Yeah. It's sort of, they showed how he just, Frank will just go get some local fucking, hardware store owner to come and yell something at an event. Like, it's all fucking staged.
All of this is this is a joke. This woman screaming at him is a joke. I can't believe they did this.
This whole game has been rigged, and look, what bugs me is how many people are refusing to see that. It's sad to see that everybody's just kind of like,
Again, the FBI investigation is not going to turn up anything. However, I will predict this: 2 more accusers come out with not credible stories within the next week. Because then they're going to say, well, if we opened it up, an FBI investigation up for her, we have to open it up for all these other people. They're pushing this till November. And by the way, Mike, I think they think what you were saying earlier. They are so sure they're going to get all these seats, and maybe they will. I don't think so. I think that what they're doing now is going to ensure that that little dream of a blue wave isn't going to happen.
We've been fighting a lot lately on the internet. I just got in trouble again on Facebook because we've been yelling at women lately. There's no reason you guys should vote. I'm sorry. I'm serious. Like you said at the onset, you're hysterical.
Yeah.
And everybody, you guys are the kind of people who won't vote for a guy who kind of looks like a dude who might have done something to you in high school. This is why you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
I can't vote for him because he looks like my stepdad.
But that, you know what I mean?
But that really is how they think. I don't look. I'm sorry, ladies, but what do you want us to look at? Listen. Pretend you're not a woman. Pretend you're just some amorphous being. Would you want this creature voting?
That they don't matter. That they should just stay quiet because if they tell you what happened to them, you're going to ignore them. That's what happened to me, and that's what you're telling all women in America. That they don't matter. They should just keep it to themselves.
Should she vote?
Jeff Flake just starts playing a piano.
Red pill libertarians. My grandma voted for Mitt Romney because she thought he was very handsome.
But look, man, this is what I mean. There shouldn't be. Women shouldn't get the sort of say that they do, and I get that. We're gonna get shit for it all the time, but I know a lot of women that agree with me, and not even for trolling purposes, not even for shit posting reasons. That truly believe that they shouldn't be allowed to vote. You guys are emotional. You're emotional. Guys are like, look, man, this guy may have trafficked cocaine in the 80s and may have murdered somebody when he was younger, but he's legitimately the best choice for this thing. Like, that's how we pick our bosses at work and how we elect people and how we look at the big picture and go, you know what, man, he might be a sociopath, but he's the sociopath we need right now.
Jennifer Kiddo in the chat says, I would give up my vote to stop this madness.
God bless you. And again, I don't think we should take votes away from women. I think we should just give men 2 votes.
No, we did the math earlier. Up to 4. Minimum of 2, remember?
Well,
up to
white
4.
landowning males, of course,
get 4. So that's not bad. You guys still get 1, you know?
Which is good. That's cute.
That's adorable, you know?
And it's just like, when you get...
It's like when you buy a really nice lawnmower for yourself, but for your kid, you buy the play school one, and you're like, look, you're helping. You're helping.
It's just like your dad.
Yeah, hey, you're helping.
Yeah, letting a woman get 1 vote, it'll be like giving your little brother the non-plugged-in controller.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
like, look, we're playing 2-player. Look at you, you're kicking ass.
No. You give or you give him the second player for Sonic 2 and be like, you could be Tails because what you do doesn't matter.
Well, what if we give you ladies like, I don't know, Wyoming? Well, Wyoming? Or someplace that already sucks, like Michigan. You get up Michigan, and you can ruin that place, and you guys all can go there and vote.
We give him one of the Dakotas.
No, Dakotas are beautiful and untainted.
Wyoming's pretty too, though. That's why I don't
if you
agree
give
with
women the right to take over North Dakota, it would be nothing but Somalians and Arabs and pedophiles.
Not Idaho, because we need potatoes.
And fucking 8-year-old drag queens and single mothers. Dakotas would be ruined.
Not Idaho, because we need potatoes. Not Utah, because
just
that's
give them
Mormons.
Michigan. It already has all of the things I just described.
Yeah, but the problem with Michigan is it's currently owned by Muslims. So, I mean...
Yeah, exactly. Which is what they're
So
going to...
you mean one problem will solve the other?
Because if you give women all the power over one state, they're just going to import Muslims and Somalis anyway and fucking ruin the place and dress their kids up like RuPaul's Drag Race and ruin the place. So yes, give them Michigan. It's already halfway there.
Hammer says, California, dude. No, we're not giving them California because you understand that every movie's going to be an Ocean's 8 and women? No, we can't. Look,
Yeah, besides, California's already run by women and Jews.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? give them California. That's like you walking in here right now and giving me this cup of coffee. I poured it. I brewed it. You're not giving me shit.
Selves, because if they have told the truth, they're just gonna help that man to power anyway. That's what you're telling all.
You're totally making the case that you're not hysterical, lady.
Look, I'm sorry you got finger popped at a quinceañera, but that doesn't give you the fucking right to be screaming at anybody, even though this is staged or
By
not.
the way, who hasn't been finger popped at a quinceañera?
That's what they're for. I went to several of those. In high school, it was like, I mean, 'cause especially me, everyone's Cuban there, so every girl that I knew had one.
Yeah,
I danced that Dirty Dancing, I had the time of my life thing too many times.
I've been to a quinceañera for a chick in high school. I've been to the old bat mitzvahs. I've been to all of them. I've been to every. You can put me anywhere now. I'm like James Bond. I'm like, all right, I know what I got to do here.
That's what you're telling me right now. Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Who are you even? No. Like, why? Believe everybody blindly.
Why would I look at you? Then you're going to accuse me of rape. Goodbye, lady. Have a nice day.
It was like that, and normally like American Dad better, but that one when Stewie starts a chant, all sex is rape, and then they fast forward 6 months, and then they pass the bill to make all sex rape.
That's where we're headed.
This is what it is, right?
Look, man. This entire week has been, a man with a beautiful family, completely reputable.
But enough about Graham.
Character and all this stuff. Getting attacked at the 0 hour to try to delay a thing, right? And we all said, look, you sat on this. They've made several points during these meetings about Feinstein having sat on this, having met with Kavanaugh, having known about it. The fact that they have these private sessions at night anyway, that they could have brought it up in. They did this. This was politically biased. So now when you go, look, we need to move on. This is a machine, and we can't shut the machine down for this ridiculously made-up thing. Women show up and go, ah!
Well, I never thought of that.
That's what when you put it like that, ma'am, I guess we should shut down the government for you. Fuck, man. And also, let's be fair here. We have grossly stretched out and extended the definition of rape in this country.
Yeah, you're
to
right.
the point where literally everything's rape now. So everyone's been raped. Like, it's amazing to me how if you were to poll a bunch of women, 100% of women will tell you they've been raped now. Enough! It's getting old.
No, it is.
Enough.
This is...
Fucking hell, man. Everyone. It's like there's hysterical commercials now, and like Vox and Vice and Broadly are doing these videos where they're like, this evil music playing with pictures of the Charlottesville riots for no reason, and just like the text on the screen just says, a recent Gallup poll states that 115% of women have been raped. You're like, what? What are you doing? Now check out this 8-year-old drag queen. And here's top 10 reasons why you should have a black man in your life. And let's all just be gay. Here's a top 10 reasons why fucking having herpes is no big deal. And it's like, at one point, do we just take it back from you, ladies? We have to take it back. I'm sorry.
Take it back.
I'm sorry. Okay? If you think that these guys have raped you, imagine what I want to do to your voting rights. That's the only thing I want to rape of yours, ladies, is your ability to shape our culture.
All right.
It's every one of these women would be so much happier if they were a mother. I know that sounds fucking evil, but it's true. Go be a mom. You're gonna end up with a dry, sandy vagina in your 40s with a short haircut, writing for Medium. Enough. I think we won over some ladies today, huh?
Yeah, thank you, ladies.
Welcome new female fans.
By the way, we're 3 subs away from 5K.
Hey!
Wow, imagine if we weren't being artificially pushed down. Mike, CNN.
Now there's going to be 15 comments later. You're 5K, you're fucking nobodies. You're fucking nobodies.
CNN Tech did a nice little segment called Where to Go When Thrown Off of YouTube. Alt Tech.
Love the fucking Inception music and stuff. So whatever. So I'm gonna get a guess here. We're about to hear about a whole lot of hardcore white supremacy, huh?
Oh, this whole thing is great. We went over this. It's very fair. Like, okay, before I play, I just
Shut your I'm not even gonna put up
listen.
with you. Doing this as a bit, I'll fucking kill you.
It's really even keel. They're not exaggerating anything.
I'll throw this coffee in your face.
All speech has consequences. This is
Oh
evident.
boy. Oh
So
boy.
far, so good?
Oh boy.
So far,
Hang
so
on.
good?
Hang on. Go back a little bit here.
Sure.
I want to get a look at this fella.
All speech.
Oh boy. Listen here, you subversive. I already don't believe you.
I don't believe.
I don't believe you. Holy shit, every fucking single time.
Speech has consequences. This is evident. Any book is in the right hands like a grenade. This can't be controlled, and you shouldn't try to control it.
The backlash has begun. Companies like Google, Facebook, and Twitter have a dilemma.
There is no reason in this world for so much of this information to be going across these platforms.
Is there going to be, just wondering if there was going to be anyone in this video that's not Jewish? I'm just curious. Just one guy? Just, you
No,
know,
Mike.
I'll take a black guy.
No.
On one hand, they're fighting violent content, removing terrorist propaganda, and trying to combat harassment on their platforms. But they're also walking a delicate...
Oh, no. I just remembered what I did probably to get kicked off of Facebook.
What did you do? Because you did get kicked off for this.
I think I just remember. I had a couple beers last night, and I posted a picture of all the lawyers huddled around Christine Ford, but somebody had put the happy merchant on all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Now I remember.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
line.
I was mad like you were last
I'm
night.
really mad.
We just expressed ourselves differently.
Between censorship and free speech. And increasingly, some people think they've gone too far.
This is the reporter.
Let's get a look here.
Free speech. And increasingly, some people think they've gone...
Oh, come on, man! Come on!
Oh, no. Wait. We haven't get to even close to the best part yet.
too far.
This sphere of people who aren't allowed to use our platforms anymore is getting broader and broader.
In their eyes, tech companies have become the establishment.
These sites are...
It's a weird...
That's a weird profile.
right?
Look, guys,
It's a
I'm
weird
not...
profile to have.
The worst part is, right, is like they make, like, they're going to make me out one day to seem like the crazy guy. Like, oh, I'm so obsessed with this. Come on, dude. It's you understand my beef with city folk is the same beef that I have with, like, the trans community and any other less than 1% of the population group that I can't get through one video without seeing a dozen of. It's dishonest. Our demographics in entertainment are dishonest. They're not reflective accurately of who we are anymore. Did I do that right?
You got it. That was very good.
So when you get like, oh, what is Mersh's? I'm not out here looking for it, dude. I just, look, I don't want to live in a world like the 50s where everything is happy days and a bunch of white people driving around in classic car. Like, all that fucking 1950s, 60s movies were terrible anyway.
You don't want to live in Pleasantville before that fucking slut ruined it.
No, I want to live in Pleasantville when there was like 4 colors introduced.
Okay.
And then, all right, let's chill out. We only need the blue and the green and the red.
Well,
hues.
that's a very specific
Um,
time.
What I'm saying is they're manipulating everything we watch to normalize it. And I am getting sick of your shit.
Well, Mike, also, she's walking in front of "Capitalism is over" sign. This is CNN, by the way, not Vice.
Becoming monolithic.
These guys think tech giants have too much influence over what we see.
Sure, they have too much power, but mostly.
Who has too much power? I want to hear. I want this.
Sound drop.
Rather swarthy-looking gentleman to tell me. I want this curly-haired man with dark features and strong facial features to tell me.
Sure, they have too much power, but mostly.
Who has too much power?
They.
Who's they? Who's they?
They.
Fucking Moishe Sheckelberg.
So they're
over
building
here.
their own
Who's
platforms.
who's got too much power?
Ew, this is so offensive.
Okay, this is the part that's very
No,
important.
I want to know it's too much power. I want the Jew to tell me who's got too much power. Come on, lay it on me. Lay it on me, Levi. Getting fucking... Oh, I'm getting real sick of this shit.
All right. Now, this woman,
This is
she goes on PewTube.
YouTube is a
Okay.
fucking disaster.
On platforms
Ew, this is so offensive.
with fewer boundaries.
Let me guess,
just a
shut
crazy
it
one?
down? Look at this fucking... Look at this shit. Look at this. And come on, man. And then I'm not allowed to be angry about it. That's the worst part.
Chaos.
So what I think people would define as chaos right now, I would define as just political.
I'm getting violently angry at this video today.
Look, Mike.
Could you imagine if we did a video where 3 white guys, or 2 white guys and 1 blonde trad thought, did a video, and let's say that they did the inverse of this video, right? Where our team went on YouTube and looked at who's influencing it and who's getting the most say, right? What would like, let's say, the Southern Poverty Law Center call the 3 people who made that video? What would be a thing they might throw out there?
Hardcore white supremacists?
Probably that, huh? So if somebody did a video, right? Let's say you got some guy with the equivalent of this guy, right? But let's say we got James Alsop, or we got some guy with like blonde hair and a strong chin, and they went, well, let's have a discussion about who has too much power. You would have the YouTube static before the video was done processing. This video has been removed for hate speech.
All right, come on. Let's hear this out, okay?
These motherfuckers. Ah!
Do
I have to yell at them.
Okay. All right. So, do you need a moment to chill? Because
I think I do.
Okay, hold on.
I think
Folks,
I'm going to need a minute.
folks.
I just
We'll be, 1 second. Just stay where you. Hold
just
on. I'll
real
tell you.
quick, of course.
So I mean, I think that probably that helped out a little bit.
Absolutely.
So I don't
Anyway,
know if
back.
he feels
We're
better.
back, folks.
Okay.
I just hate them.
So they're building their own platforms.
Ew, this is so offensive.
Wait till you see the stuff they pull up on YouTube.
With fewer boundaries.
Is this just to create more chaos?
So what I think people would define as chaos right now, I would define as just political speech.
Welcome to the movement of alt tech.
Dude, even the editing is so corny and shit. Look how hip they're trying to be. Skateboard. What the fuck does skateboarding have to do with anything?
Who got fired from Vice and just went over to CNN?
I know what we're gonna do, guys. CNN rings.
I've already got all these folders on my computers with like stock footage, so I'm just gonna use that.
He went over there and he was actually gonna go, yeah, we are gonna get rings like Vice, like CNN rings. I go, no, why? We already have. I'll have the Star David. We already have a thing. We already have a thing.
Oh, that's hey. No,
it's not funny.
So we're here to talk to you about PewTube. Nice little play off of YouTube.
Thank you.
Anthony Mayfield is the founder of...
Being kicked off of YouTube.
Here's what that looks like.
Okay, here she goes.
This is a pretty horrific.
Would you like to explain what the title we're looking at in the CNN video says?
It's the video on PewTube entitled "Ovens of Auschwitz."
Okay, cool. For our listening audience.
Title for a video.
Okay.
Look, you need to focus.
There's a picture. How come when CNN flashes that image, they can get away with it?
Focus and watch the
But
video.
when I post an image of that on Facebook, I don't get away with it.
Hold on. Can we watch? Look, maybe just watch, okay?
Title for a video.
Hello, merchant, you old fiend.
Oh, wow.
By the way, PewTube is just full of the worst, like parody. Like it really is a shithole. It's not even like honestly, that's probably not even that funny of a video. It's just like you idiots don't realize that. Like
It's the troll.
You think that the alt-right makes these and everybody laughs at it. Oh, this is good stuff. They make it and they throw it up on a site. The real lulls comes from when they make like Jewish journalists watch it and go, oh. That's when it comes to life and it's funny.
Hello, merchant, you old fiend.
Oh, wow.
We have
So, like,
Oh wait, what's she gonna?
Hold on, you'll see.
racist images or anti-Semitic images, which for me as a Jew, that's...
Me as a... Did you hear what she said?
Of course. But she's a fellow white person.
Hold on.
So, like, racist images or anti-Semitic images, which for me as a Jew...
Me as a Jew.
Of course.
That's
But why?
pretty offensive.
Why are
That's
you
very
acting like this was a big reveal?
It's not, but
she hit the fucking screen and I was like, all right, here we go. The three people that made this fucking news report are,
Oh, wow.
you guys are a worse
they're like,
caricature
actually,
than
I
the
don't
Happy
wanna watch this.
Merchant.
I don't want to watch her. She stops there.
Shut it down.
Nothing surprises me, I thought, but I am surprised. That's pretty awful.
You did it. Rob a store. Fuck a war. Blame Whitey for your crimes. Do the time.
Moon Man. They're playing Moon Man on CNN. Oh, this is great. By the way, I never was a Moon Man. Like it just Moon Man never really was anything I ever found good. I knew people that thought it was the greatest thing ever, and I never really found Moon Man funny. Moon Man is another thing that falls in the category of it's way funnier to watch somebody discover Moon Man who is either a leftist or a soy boy or Black Lives Matter. It's funnier to watch them react to it. Blame Whitey. Commit crimes. Blame Whitey.
And for those who don't know, because I mean, a lot of people tell me, they go, people that aren't as deep into this stuff. Let's explain Moon Man. By the way, this is the actual commercial.
Okay, I was like,
I'm
yo.
not stupid. This is the actual commercial. And I actually remember this commercial when I was a kid. Remember the 80s and 90s? It creeped me out. Like his head creeped me out.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe.
So it's a guy with a big moon head and moving mouth playing the piano on a Big Mac.
I think he was short-lived because he creeped everybody out.
Yeah, very creepy.
And I think that's why they got rid of him. I think adults liked it more than the kids. But yeah, somebody just one day decided to reappropriate him.
And
time to head for golden lights. It's a good
80s was a weird time, man.
Better time.
Well, I didn't say worse. I just said weird. All right, let's watch her. We'll go through a little more on YouTube, okay?
Rob a store, fuck a war, blame Whitey for your crimes, do the time, repeat. That's all you niggers do.
Oh my God. Okay, I kind of want to stop it.
But again, if you didn't go, there would be no joke to be had.
This is what they want, you dumb idiot. You dumb, stupid idiot.
We're getting off on this right now, you stupid whore.
That's horrific. It's not just people who have political ideas that are different from tech companies. Like, it's much more than an alternative.
It's shit posting, you dumb whore! They still don't get it.
Oh, wait till the last video.
They're going to keep losing because they don't get it.
Tech platform. This is a platform that enables and allows some of the most racist, sexist, anti-Semitic content to live. They want CNN to call them the scum of the internet.
So you're doing exactly what they want.
This is what I'm running into, like.
And by the way, CNN shouldn't be calling anyone the scum of the internet. Report the news, fuckers. No one needs your goddamn opinion.
Trouble. Like, do we even show any of this, or do we just kind of scrap this? Because I don't actually think that some of these people deserve a platform.
Did you hear that? She frankly doesn't believe that any of these people deserve a platform.
Or do we just kind of scrap this? Because I don't actually think that some of these people deserve a platform. And clearly some of the tech companies don't either. But the news value there is that they have a platform and that they are gathering. And so you can't ignore it, even if you don't agree with it.
Yes, you can, though. Like, that's the part that I don't understand. You literally are making a whole segment on them being kicked off of YouTube. So now you really go, because you know what? YouTube isn't pre-installed on your phone like YouTube is. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to go find a YouTube video. So it's, again, you're going out of your way. As for what? They're not hurting anybody. You might think it's fucking offensive, but they're not doing anything to anybody.
YouTube is one of many alternative sites popping up. Gab is probably the most popular right now. It gained notoriety by attracting far-right personalities who joined after they were kicked off of.
That's because the system is fucking gamed. Any platform that goes full free speech is going to have these people on them. So no matter what you do, even if you don't believe it, even if you're just like, look, man, I don't agree with any of these people, but I just believe in free speech, you will be labeled. By the way, what happened to Gab? They were kicked off of Google Play. They're not on iTunes. You have to go out of your way to download them.
Twitter.
What Gab is to Twitter, I want to be to YouTube and SoundCloud.
It's still small and growing, but competing with YouTube isn't exactly easy.
What's the reality of all
Why? Why is it not easy?
that?
I would say it's not a pretty one. Let's say you want to make an alternative to YouTube, right? That's ground zero for a lot of this controversy. It's very difficult to make money on a video hosting site, extremely expensive.
This is Cody Wilson. I spoke to him years ago when he was working on a pretty controversial project.
This is the gun guy.
Oh, Cody Wilson is in big trouble now.
Yep, I know.
I think I'm known, at least on the underbelly of the internet, as one of the more radical free speech activists.
He was dubbed one of the most dangerous people
Why are
on
all
the
these internet outlaw tough guys so Semitic looking, right? Like, no, I'm serious. Like this guy and fucking Weave and, you know what I mean? Like all these guys that are these, shady internet operatives. They all look
He
like.
posted instructions showing how to 3D print a homemade gun. Now he's fighting the U.S. State Department in court to keep those instructions online.
The whole controversy is, can the government impose a prior restraint upon...
Here's Patreon, a website that helps creators
Here we go.
crowdfund their content. In the last few months,
Patreon.
some users have been kicked off. Here's Patreon CEO defending the decision.
By the way, you know this guy? We interviewed this guy before when he was just making music on YouTube.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, his name is Jack Conti.
What did he do?
And he's the founder of Patreon. This guy, but we interviewed him when he was just because he was making this pretty cool music, like kind of like Daft Punky kind of music.
Oh, is that stuff you still play?
Yeah, well, I haven't played that in a bit, but we had him on the show, and he even was telling us, "Oh yeah, you guys need to get on Patreon. You guys should really." And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever that piece of shit thing is," because at that point, And then
whatever. Here we are today. By the way, patreon.com/we're not sorry.
We're not sorry. Become a patron. We interviewed him. You know who else interviewed him was Hammy. On Brain Stew, he interviewed him. So actually, I talked to this guy right before when he was finding Patreon. So
Months, some users have been kicked off. Here's Patreon
Oh, by the way, he's totally straight.
CEO defending the decision.
I don't believe you.
But listen to his voice. You'll see.
Policy and the decision to remove a creator page has absolutely nothing to do with politics and ideology.
The particular user he was referencing, he said was kicked off because her action could lead to harm or loss of life. Now Patreon has cropped up as a place
Well, Patreon's gone now.
where extreme political content can get funding.
Luminaries of the alt-right have decided to join, and they get a lot of the money because they know that they can go there and not be censored. A lot of people have been leaving Patreon in protest. This is Andrew England of the Daily Stormer. Andrew's doing quite...
Now, this is a real killer's roll right here. Look at this killer's roll.
I mean, the top couple are all right.
That's what I meant.
That's about it.
Well,
So this is how much he's getting per month.
right now, yeah. Andrew Arnheimer, you could call him a fascist, probably.
He's like a very famous troll.
Yeah, sent to federal prison and other things for like the way he trolled AT&T, and because you get somebody like Weave, that's a nice endorsement of your service,
But he's known as one of the worst trolls on the internet.
Exactly.
He's a good get for you.
I think
just,
so.
Just remember that,
I think
that
so.
narrative. Okay.
Well, Mr. Spencer, I think, is considered a pretty successful cultural troll.
You understand that this is all a fucking game.
Yep.
This is all a game. And even the guys, oh man, these guys, man, he's the real deal. They're in on it too, dude. Everybody's in on this bullshit.
Keep in mind, Richard Spencer's ideal is to have a white ethno-state.
And with a lot of questionably aged boys around him.
Yeah. A white ethno state with no girls. Smelly girl.
Man, this ethno state's a real sausage party.
That was the point, stupid. You like my mustache? Compliment my mustache more.
That's a wonderful mustache, Mr. Spencer.
Damn right it is.
I'm the sheriff in these parts.
Yeesh.
While he doesn't align himself with all their worldviews, Wilson is enabling what he calls the political speech of these characters. He's taking a cut, too. He gets 5% of every dollar raised on Patreon.
Patreon's gone now, by the way, guys, just to point that out. It doesn't work anymore.
Incitement or imminent lawlessness. I'm talking about, okay, you're outside of someone's home, there's a mob, and you say, there he is, get him. That's not protected speech. But these personalities that use Patreon right now, these people who've been kicked off these services, these people are, at worst,
Patreon
trolls.
lasted, I think, like a month and a half, 2 months,
Yeah.
and it was gone.
Performance artists, provocateurs, vulgarians, and at best, they
Did
represent...
he say vulgarians?
I guess.
Is that like a cool way to say vulgar people?
Through their hyperbole or through their extreme thinking and presentations elements of a political speech that should not be censored.
Well, maybe you're just the ultimate troll.
That's
Get it?
You
He's
people,
the ultimate troll.
you people don't understand trolling. You don't understand troll culture. But then you do the news and a report on trolling. It's unfucking believable to me. Like, you people...
What do you mean by you people?
You people in the media.
Okay.
You understand troll culture the way I understand interstellar space travel. Which is to say, not much.
Someone's asking the Vulgarians were on Star Trek.
That's totally possible, and you don't have to join my shitty little site with its dumb name. But you know no matter what, if you do, that you won't be kicked off of it.
Yeah, but then a lot of people didn't get paid out towards the end, and it was a whole thing, and it shut down, and there's people still fighting, trying to get their money out of it. Let's not pretend
It's
like
a whole
Patreon was an
thing.
amazing success.
Yeah, and somehow Matt Heimbach gets a bunch of cheeseburgers.
By the way, someone's saying she could get it. Yeah, no, she is cute. No doubt the reporter's cute. I just wouldn't want to talk to her for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, like, you guys know me. I'll fuck a Jew broad. I'm just not Mike Enoch. I won't marry him.
Wilson himself is the ultimate provocateur. Scratch the surface, and you'll find that it's
Nice
about
cattle horns. What an asshole. Anyone who has cattle horns, the only way I would allow you to have cattle horns in your home is if you made your money in the beef or cattle industry.
Yeah, you have to look like the cowboy from The Simpsons.
Yes, you have to dress like Colonel Sanders, and you have to be a man who owns a chain of steakhouse restaurants that started in Houston. Then you're allowed to. There'd be one guy in America that would be allowed to have cattle horns on like his limo or in his house, and the rest of you guys need to stop it.
Wow, Mr. McClure, I was a grade A moron.
Yes, you were, Billy.
Yes, you were. You're hurting me.
more
My
than just
stupid friend says, is he stupid? No, he's just ignorant.
free speech.
I like catching interesting fish, creating interesting problems from small.
Is he fucking the fish?
I haven't seen the list of charges that have come out yet. But
Aquaphilia, like again, Troy McClure had aquaphilia.
Small things. 3D printed gun got me to hook the U.S. State Department into a lovely federal case, right? I'll probably end up creating
Stop whispering.
a much bigger turmoil out of a site like this because it's just sitting there ready to be attacked by a government, a platform or something. And so I'll build it quietly, I'll build it slowly, and then we'll see what interesting fish we try.
What do you think the interesting fish is going to be for this one?
I think it could be very big.
Like,
Yeah, except Patreon's gone. We're not going to play the whole video. By the way, yes, I believe confirmed second hour, we will have Ashton Whitty on. I didn't plug it until I got the confirmation, but I just got a confirmation.
You just got one?
Like on Skype 1 second ago.
Okay, because you got what I sent you.
But then I got one that supersedes
All right,
that.
I don't look, dude, man.
Women are terrible.
They are.
She asked what my name was.
Look, man, I don't know. I think I got like a bug bite on my arm. It's bad too. It hurts. I think I'm gonna die.
I don't. Or turn into Spider-Man.
I'd rather die.
Come on, that's not nice. All right. Pick 1 through 3, Mike. No, there's no tranny stuff today, so don't worry about that. I'm being honest. Seriously, there's no tranny stuff. So just pick 1 through 3.
Good. 2.
All right. 2. We have the Canadian Broadcasting Company.
Here we go.
Made a video called Inside Incels Ideology.
Yeah, nobody understands incels more than Canadians.
Tried to do it there. It's sort of in layman's terms what we're talking about here. But can you give us some more? Can you elaborate about incel?
Journalists across the country and around the world were grappling with a new term in the wake of the Toronto van attack, one most of us had never heard.
Muslim.
One most of us had never heard.
On Facebook, police say he wrote the incel rebellion has already begun. Incel is a term meaning involuntary celibate.
Many of those who call themselves incel identify with this man.
Again, guys,
They don't get the trolls. It's the troll thing again. So what you're saying again, they don't understand how much of this is to get a rise and to be on CBC.
You really do you really think that any of us respect Elliot Rodger or even Dylan Roof? Do you know any people post pictures of St. Dylan Roof? Because you guys go, I can't. Wow, this is outrageous. Yes, that's the point. You fucking assholes. This is what pants sagging in the 90s was. This is what leather jackets and drag racing was in the 50s. It's just making you freak the fuck out over something you don't understand.
Some even praising him for acting on his anger over being turned down by women by going on a murderous rampage 4 years ago.
In a video he posted before the attack, Rodger spoke about women rejecting his advances.
Self-described incels mostly congregate online and often fit a similar description.
Oh, that's a familiar font and color scheme.
No, I'm not familiar. I've seen pictures like this before. What is this from? Oh, this is whenever that hacker 4chan, he releases the documents, right?
Did you call it the hacker 4chan?
Yeah, the hacker known as 4chan.
Trolls are the most powerful people on the internet, I believe, at this point.
Culturally.
Mostly comprised of young men, most of them being white.
Are you talking about yourself, homeboy?
Yeah, seriously, listen, Mundane Matt, I know you're desperate to get new viewers, but this isn't going to be the way you go.
Come on, Airsoft Fatty grew a beard. You don't like it?
Comprised of young men, most of them being white.
Men's. So all of the men's.
The subculture even has its own terms.
That guy looked like Mundane Matt Freaky Friday with JF. And JF was woke up and was some magic spell. Him and Jason Bateman peed on the same fountain or whatever. And then now JF magically was in Mundane Matt's body. Going, well, at least my sub count is good and I can have sex with retards.
Can he afford a new suit jacket?
Look. It's not nice.
By the way, this is the terminology. They say they have their own terminology like Keck and Chads.
They just I just saw something recently about they're still doing Kekistan specials.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you niggas is fucking embarrassing.
Even has its own terms.
Chads and Stacy's referred to regular men and women who are having sex.
The common themes being anger, alienation, and misogyny. But how long has this toxic rhetoric been brewing online? And is it necessarily violent? Vice journalist Mac Lamoureux has investigated the group.
Oh, this is an awesome Vice journalist.
Is this? And this is not a Bill Hader character.
No, but listen, I love Bill Hader and Fred Armisen, but they cannot make this man up. When you see him, everything about him is unique. Okay,
it's like that scene in Westworld where Dr. Ford tells Men in Black, I couldn't have ever came up with a character like you. I could have never dreamed of a character like you.
Okay, so you are one of the few.
God damn it. God damn it, Vice. Is there a man at Vice that owns a suit jacket? Just one? They all dress like lumberjacks.
Few, it seemed, that had heard of this term outside of the mainstream media. Yeah. So what is incel beyond what we've learned so far?
So essentially incel is an online...
This got the lisp.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's amazing.
This guy's awesome.
I want to find out what Marky Bark has to tell us.
Subculture, you could call them. They exist within this thing, which is colloquially referred to as the manosphere. It's where you find the men's rights activists, you find the MGTOW, which are men going their own way. You find the pickup artists.
Oh, my God.
You can't really view this.
What? Listen to this man. He knows what he's saying.
Are we sure he's a guy?
Oh, it's a guy.
It's not like what a fucking dude that is.
I don't think so. I think
the hormones
this
and
is
shit.
Just a dude.
Referred to as the manosphere. It's where you find the men's rights activists, you find the MGTOW, which are men going their own way. You find the pickup artists.
I'm nothing like these guys because I get so much pussy. It's crazy. Everywhere I go, every microbrewery I walk into, I'm like, let me get the strongest IPA with the hoppiest taste. And then all the broads are just like, I want to fuck your dick.
You can't really view this group as monolithic, but what they all have at the center is extreme misogyny. Now, incels themselves, it's a very, you could call it a...
This is a guy who's trying to do everything to overcome the fact that he has a lisp. He has this terrible beard, this terrible haircut, this beanie, this flannel shirt over a regular shirt.
I'm just glad, you know what, it's nice to see Elixir all grown up, but he really did not age well.
He looks like Dave Grohl stung by a bee.
Defeated.
He also sounds like Dave Grohl if he was stung by a bee.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm allergic. I'm not going to be able to do the slow tonight. And he probably still would because it's Dave Grohl.
Misogyny. Now, incels themselves, it's a very, you could call it a defeatist ideology. Essentially that these people
Unlike me, I've never been laid, but I never give up because I don't have a defeatist ideology. I say just be an optimist.
This philosophy called the black pill as opposed to the red pill, which essentially says that you have physical defections, you're ugly, that's why you can't get with
physical defections.
Women, and that there's no way of stopping it.
Have these motherfuckers ever seen, like, look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at some of these guys that aren't even humans. They're very badly built synths. They're going to tell me that you just be successful. You'll get a woman. There are some horrendous looking, deformed people that have moved on to prominent positions. They get laid. You think that old man that Anna Nicole Smith banged, you think anybody wanted to crawl onto that old corpse? No, go do something with your life.
That's why you can't get with women, and that there's no way of stopping it, that society is built against you, and that
It sounds more like it's built on vanity.
It's totally built on vanity, to a point for sure. I think there's definitely probably a few mental health issues like body dysmorphia within there, but again, I'm not an expert.
No shit.
I gotta wonder how disgusted too that these legacy media people are when people like this show up like this to these interviews. Like they have to have no respect for people from Vice or any of these because they show up like that. Like I bet he smelled like weed when he got there. You know what I mean? Like just in general, you're a
Look at his collar.
Just a fucking mess.
So I mean,
no, seriously, look at his collar. It's not like half of it's up and half of it's down.
so many people have said to me this week, look, people have been frustrated at not being able to find a partner, not being able to find someone to have sex with since the beginning of time. Yes. What has happened that this is a community now of people who are just kind of seemingly whipping each other into a frenzy?
Well, it's been around for a long time, but with the internet, it's really exasperated this kind of echo chamber.
Exasperated.
Chamber phenomenon. We've seen it within the alt-right. We've seen it within far-left groups. We've seen it within everything, as you said. It's everybody whipping each other up. You go in there, maybe you think, oh, I have a big nose, I'm not really attractive. You go in there thinking it's a support group for men. But you're faced with virulently misogynistic anti-women, advocating rape, advocating violence.
They're trolling. They're not actually going to rape women.
No, they're going to kill and rape all the women, and it's all white supremacist incels that are operating in cells throughout the U.S. And they
do make it sound like a goddamn terrorist organization.
And what they're going to do is they're going to use the anniversary of the Parkland shooting and Dylan Roof's birthday -4. And then they're going to do, and also they'll do the 14 words. I don't know. I spent a bunch of hours last night eating Adderall on 4chan, and I don't understand this culture. I'm trying to pick it up as best I can. I just know it's 1488, and then they're gonna the Dylan Roof thing, and then there's the guy with a moon face who sings about the N words. I'm tired. I'm really sorry. I probably should have slept for this and maybe bought a suit. What if they just brought some homeless guy in?
A drug.
What if, like at this point in the interview, this guy in a suit walks in and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm Mac Lamoureux and I'm ready to do my." Who is this guy? And the guy's like, Read Thiege, motherfucker, and they just drag him out, and he's grabbing like some of the things off the craft service table on the way out. Like, was that a homeless? Was that a homeless 4chan troll?
Just keep them on. I don't want to do much editing. Just keep them on.
Just keep the. You want to leave the siege stuff in there?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
First get in there and you get more and more into it, and you get more and more open to these ideas that.
Turns out it's fucking Sam Hyde fucking with everybody. It's just, these incels and that come out. Why isn't fucking... Man, if Sam Hyde wasn't such a, creepily identifiable person, he could be just doing Sacha Baron Cohen shit to the left.
Right. Yep.
It would be amazing to watch him just play gay characters and come in and give them these fucking huge reports on what's going on 4chan, and it's just all highly inaccurate information. Just hysteria.
All right, guys, we have to go to break. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. Yes.
Or do we?
And
we do.
I believe we have confirmed Ashton Whitty's second hour, but maybe not. She's a woman, so who knows? RevengeOfTheSith.com. Go there, buy your T-shirts and stuff. But again, Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Stay right there.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon?
Go ahead.
You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone
Randy,
should have
Randy,
a safe
we've got a
space
problem.
wherever
What?
they go.
Reality's here.
But of course,
He's trying to
that
crash
takes
the
a
party.
lot of effort,
Reality?
a lot of resources.
Who let him in? Shit!
Ooh,
Nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis on a Friday show. Can you believe we made it to the end of the week without killing ourselves?
Well, you know, there's always the weekend.
There's still time. RevengeOfTheSis.com is how you follow the show. 3 away from 5K, so why don't you make that happen? If you're watching this, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you get notified whenever YouTube feels like it. All right, Mike, I'm going to try to get Ashton Whitty on again. Normally in these situations, I would tell you set her up, but you already did that last week. So I'm just going to call, and I really hope she picks up, because if she doesn't, I'm going to be very upset.
I'm already very upset.
I'm calling.
No, not at her, because...
No answer.
I checked the... I just read that email. Told me to read.
Oh, you read it? We could say it.
This is going to suck, though. This is going to suck.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Ugh.
Yeah.
So we're broke, basically. So that's cool.
Yeah,
that's fun.
That
didn't take long.
Yeah, paying. Here, look, I'll just say it since we're waiting for stupid. Paying for a lawyer is getting some information. It's more than we have. How about that? Not just more than we have, considerably more than we have. It's $10,000. That's what we're looking at just to get the ball rolling. Rolling. And by the way, that means that even if, let's say we had, and we don't, but let's say that we had 10,000 on the books. Let's say we had it right now.
Yeah.
We don't, but let's say we did. Even if we put it all in there, the moment they file another motion, and they're going to file another motion, it's going to be another 2 to 5 G's. So this is what they do, folks. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSis. Hey, stupid didn't answer, by the way.
If anybody has 10 grand laying around.
If you listen, look, check under your mattresses.
Yeah, just...
did anybody else besides Gabe Short Elon's sock? Because if you did...
If there's any kids listening to the show, I want you to do this. If your parents are into the pills and the booze, I want you to go upstairs, go into their purse, and grab anything that says Visa or MasterCard on it. Because we're fucked. My God.
As you could see, Mike, it's
and then they even said, well, you know, you can. It's literally going to cost us $5,000 to file a cease and desist, and then if they actually see a law firm attached this time, and they do cease and desist, then we're just out $5,000.
Which again we don't have. Yeah, it's not easy.
I give up.
It's not easy. But you know why, man? You know why they go after the smaller
Fine,
shows?
Whatever, I'm a white supremacist. Whatever, I can't afford to argue. Like, you know what I mean? But that's what it is.
It's
This
when
is
you're,
like
you
a
know what
po-
it's like when you're hungry and you're arguing with your girlfriend or your wife, and they never pick a place, and then they find, yeah, whatever. I don't care, Arby's. I just want to eat at this point. All right, I just want to eat at this point.
That's just what it is. Say, hey, you know what? You're a fucking white supremacist. No, I'm not. Do you have $5,000 to dispute that? No, I don't. Really? Well, then sorry. I guess you're.
I don't know what to tell
Just
you.
a white supremacist then.
Oh shit! I think I'm giving up on calling her at this point.
I give up.
Because
Period with her.
I mean, you know, we try to set up to do a show.
Well, and look, I am. Look, I'm a little worn out on people that think that. You know, I think we're like, oh shit, let's get this per. We're going to stop everything. We take the show very seriously. We have had people that no-showed that we will never have on this program again.
That's true.
We kind of stick to our guns on that because, again, we take this shit seriously. We set this shit up. There's prep that goes into this. This isn't some fucking 6-hour Spurg live stream on Google Hangouts. So that shit just pisses me off.
Well,
Man, what a fucking black-pilled Friday, man.
Well, look, we could have some fun at this. I'm going to stop.
We
by the
have
way.
to do this, though, right? Like, I don't...
Do what?
Fuck, man.
No, it's again. It's
Like,
not.
I have to like go back to selling drugs or something.
It's not a matter of having to do it. It's a matter of, first off, we need enough to start doing it, and then again, the moment that we. Oh, well, here we go. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi.
There you are. Okay, you're sideways though.
Oh,
You
sorry.
are sideways.
Yeah, you're sideways.
Why are you sideways?
Boomer.
Yeah, this.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're the right way.
Yeah, we're the right way.
You
All
actually
right.
showed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
What's going on?
Oh, life. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live. We're
Oh,
live.
okay.
Hot mic. We got a hot mic.
Hot
here.
mic. Yeah. So life's got you down. Are you black pilled like we are today?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, I guess the first question we can get right into this, Ashton, is you have $10,000 lying around we could borrow? Because we got into this thing and we're gonna.
I am so broke, despite rumors. It's not even funny, but
You're not getting any of that.
Yeah, I did see when you were. Where were you at? I think in Texas. You're like, does anyone have a couch I could crash on? I'm like, you're gonna get murdered. You're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I was like, hang on. I like immediately was like, hold on. Let me call some people in Austin.
Yes, don't die.
no, that's the thing is, and everybody was like, getting mad at me, like, stop asking for money. And so I said, no, I'm not asking for money. And so I actually, paid back all the people who gave me money that day. To be honest, it's really funny. I got one donation for $5.
Yeah, there's.
But I sent it back anyway, just because I actually don't feel comfortable receiving money unless it's like a dire emergency. I prefer if people want to support my channel to do it through like t-shirt stuff, which I do. But like besides that, it's like if like I meet my fans in person, I'm more likely to trust them. So like I knew a fan in Austin I actually got to know personally, so I asked him, but he was actually out of town for that day. But I figured it all out. Gavin McGinnis reached out to some Proud Boys for me, and so they were kind enough to help me out in that realm. So
That's good. Just make sure you don't criticize Israel or you're fucking.
Don't do that because then you're fucked.
You're couchless.
And don't touch any other butt plugs. Yeah. I look on the upside when you stay with a Proud Boy, you have a lot of cereal to eat.
No, that's
pretty
not,
good.
That's not true, dude. First of all, you're being a dick because we all know when you go to a Proud Boy party, they keep their butt plugs soaked in that Barbasol, like that the barber
it's
has.
clean, okay.
No,
That keeps the
okay,
combs
guys,
in it.
I cannot be on here if you're going to insult the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys have always been super nice to me. Gavin's always been a great pal of mine.
Yeah, because you're a girl.
Come on, to be fair, we can call them gay. We're not fucking bashing every individual Proud
There
Boy.
are gay Proud Boys. Like, there's not a law against being
Gavin.
a gay Proud Boy.
Look, what I'm saying is this. Look, I hear what you're saying, but please understand that. There's two perspectives that you have here. You have the perspective of a a attractive red-pilled girl, and then two guys in their fucking 30s that are loudmouth assholes, and everybody hates. You know when we were at the Moore rally, and I don't know before.
I don't hate you. I think yours are hilarious.
No, I appreciate it, but my point is this: not you. My point is when we were at
She was the only one that actually.
You were the only one that were
spoke
nice to us
at the after party.
That's the
and
point.
then she ate and left.
People got mad at me for talking to James Alsop. I think James Alsop is great. I mean,
I
I
like
don't agree with him on a lot of things politically, but I think he's nice to me.
Just the
I think here's the thing: if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. If you're a crazy person, I'm gonna block you. Like for example, I have like this stalker from the UK. He's like this 50-year-old man from the UK who is like first he catfished me as this fan who was like a 20-year-old girl. He like catfished me pretending to be a 20-year-old girl, and like was like seemed really concerned about me a few months ago, and so like I thought it'd be nice to reach out to them, thinking, hey, it's okay. I went through this trend of trying to befriend my fans because I thought that'd be like make me different or whatever. Because I thought they're people too. I don't see anything wrong with reaching out to people who seem to be interested in the same things that I am. And I found out that like this person's actually the reason why I no longer DM my fans or let my fans DM me. Because this person ended up being a 50-year-old man from the UK who was like screenshotting all of my stuff and like saving it to like this separate Instagram account as like a weird shrine towards me. It was just the weirdest thing.
That is a little
It
weird.
was so creepy.
Did he make dolls out of your hair?
I will say
It was
this.
like I had to cancel my UK meetup because of this person.
I'm different than her. I keep my DMs open because I just love being called a Jew and a Fed every other day.
Every other day.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to just check those message requests once in a while
I
and go,
used
you're
to
controlled
love the
opposition.
hate
And I'm
mail. I
like,
used to love the hate mail, but now it's like I can't even have DMs anymore because this person went so insane on me. And like, I just found out, guys, like this is like, honestly, this is kind of one of the reasons why I'm a little distressed right now. I've been distressed kind of this week because I found out recently that a fan of mine, and like you guys are probably gonna make fun of this person, but please don't. Like a fan of mine actually had to check himself into the hospital because I wouldn't respond to his DMs.
okay, look,
you don't want us to make fun of that?
You don't have to make fun of
You
that.
don't have to make fun
I'm
of
going
that.
to make fun of that. I'm sorry, but
okay,
that is not
So hold on.
on you.
Is this
Insane,
Ashton Whitty derangement syndrome?
That's
maybe, I don't know.
Look, that is.
See, you laughed.
Seriously, it's like I honestly might make fun of it later down the road when
Yeah.
it's like appropriate. Like this happened like 2 days ago. I found this out.
No. Can I tell you what happened? A malignant narcissist that's a fan of yours had something happen in their lives, and they used it as a way to go, and this is your fault. Pay
Maybe
attention
that's
to
the
me.
case.
That's exactly what happened.
Because I feel like, oh no, because I took down my DMs and wouldn't respond to this fan of mine. The thing went blank. Because I wouldn't respond to this fan of mine, he ended up wanting to kill himself, and that makes me super sad. I mean,
No, this person wanted to kill themselves,
I
and then
wish
they were
people
like,
in the
wait a
hospital
minute.
saying they wanted to kill themselves, and like I guess it got out through some forum or whatever.
Yeah, no,
It was
that's-
leaked to me because I guess there's some people who still have the ability to talk to me.
Do not
in a
let these
forum.
fucks guilt you. Do not let these people fucking guilt
Yeah.
you. Because you'll be running around responding to every goddamn DM. Look, they try this shit with us too, and we always put the kibosh on that shit really quickly.
Yeah.
Whenever the fucking people that like our show start getting a little too involved in our lives, we tell them, look, I like you. I want to keep liking you. The best way to ensure that is don't get me all into. Like, I understand if somebody reaches out, and it's happened to me where they go, look, I'm going through a dark time. I really need somebody to talk to. I will talk to you. If that shit starts happening every goddamn day with those people, I'm like, look, man, I like you, but I don't like you enough to not have time to play video games.
Well,
No
I guess the thing
offense.
is like these people. That's the thing is I think a lot of my fans don't realize is that I have 46,000 followers, and I was receiving about 1,000 DMs a day, and I can't respond to every single one of them. And a lot of the times, some of my fans have had to block because they have actually made me feel uncomfortable online, and it's gotten to the point where I have been stalked in person. For example, I have currently 2 stalkers in Washington, D.C., where I'm located right now. But everybody
Wait,
already knows I'm
is
located
one
in
of
DC
them the
right now,
guy-
so It's too late for that.
Is one of them the guy that tried to get remember the picture guy? Remember the weirdo picture guy?
Oh yeah.
That came over at the end of the interview and went, can I have
There was-
picture
oh,
with
yeah,
nice
let's talk about
lady?
that, shall we? Like, that guy who came up to me is like, can I take a picture with pretty lady? That had no idea who I was, but I just wanted to take a picture of it because I'm attractive, I guess.
He was some creepy Turkish guy. And then she took the picture, and I was like, yeah, this guy wants to get a picture. I guess he's a fan or something. And then they took a picture, and like 2 minutes later, she walks up to me and goes, like, really quietly, and goes, I don't think that guy was a fan of mine. I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, I think he just wanted a picture with me. And I was like, oh, no, that's infinitely weirder and more awesome. He's like, can I have picture with pretty girl? I'm like, I mean, I literally said to the guy, he goes, can I have picture with pretty girl? And I'm like, I'm not her boyfriend or her pimp or anything. You'd have to check in with her.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not in charge of her affairs.
But $600.
When it comes to my fans, I feel so bad because I feel really bad because a lot of them really want to talk to me and get to know me. But the problem is I've had people follow me to where I live. I've had people who just would not leave me alone in person. I had to cancel 2 meetups in London because of one stalker I had. So, I mean, it gets to the point where it's like, holy crap, am I just attracting the crazy people?
Well, tell us.
What does it say about me?
So tell us about Austin. Tell us about the not the bad stuff, but tell us the good stuff about it because you still spoke, right?
Yeah, I spoke. So the majority of Austin was actually really wonderful. To be quite honest, it was probably the happiest day of my life because not only did I speak, but Alex Jones obviously showed up and spoke. Oh dear. Alex Jones obviously showed up and spoke, and afterwards, I didn't really know what to say. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm just super emotional today, and I'm just not on my game right now.
That's okay. We never are. So you're in good company.
Yeah, you got to self-medicate with booze and Xanax like the rest of us.
Do something.
I actually don't drink anymore.
That's your first problem.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna look. How old are you? You're 22, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She's 20. You're 22 years old. Look.
Develop a drinking problem.
You have
That's
to
my
start,
first bit of
you
advice.
start now. Start drinking now, because if you start drinking now, people later on, when you're gonna have a resurgence in your career, when you're not, when you're in your 40s and the looks start to fade, then you could be like, I'm now going sober, and that'll get you back on the news.
Mm-hmm.
So see, we're just trying to help you out.
And then when you milk the rehab angle, everybody gets bored with that shit. Then you pull out the Me Too shit.
Then
see
you
what
do
I-
the Me Too.
You
of
always
course.
got another trick right up the sleeve.
Yeah.
Well, it's really funny because a lot of people don't realize is that guys can drink, one, because I'm going to get into some nasty stuff right now, but I hope you guys don't mind. But a guy can develop sperm as much as possible, whereas a girl, she is born with the same amount of eggs that she will have for the rest of her life. And if a girl drinks, it actually does affect the IQ, a lot of the genes in her eggs. So girls actually really shouldn't drink. I recently found this out, and as somebody who wants to be impregnated by the time I'm 25, I'm quitting alcohol now.
I mean,
All right,
plenty of drunk whores get pregnant. I don't think that's gonna.
No, listen.
Are you counting eggs like calories?
No, look. Okay, you said a lot of stuff there.
But I want babies now.
We're with you about women shouldn't drink, but we replace drink with vote. And the other thing that the other
And
thing,
also drink.
and also drink.
Frankly.
The other
I
thing
don't
is
think
that
women should vote if they don't work. Because if you
understand-
notice, a lot of the women who go out to these women's marches are actually housewives
The housewives should.
or professors.
Housewives vote conservative. It's the women who do work that shouldn't vote.
and by the way, I want to
Actually,
be
it's not
true.
That's not true.
I want to be
That's not true.
Hold on. Is it true?
It's not true.
Okay.
Because you look at all these housewives, right? I know this person because just remember, I come from a family of liberals, and a lot of women in that family are actually housewives. But the problem is that they're housewives in liberal areas, and so they're more likely to join clubs because they have nothing better to do with their lives. And so there's a spectrum of types of women during the Women's March. So there's women who are professors. There's women who were just really ugly in high school and could never attract a guy, so they just hate men. And then there's women who are lesbians, and then there's housewives with nothing better to do. And so if they live in liberal areas, they're more than likely to join a book club with other liberal women. And what happens is that they hear everything like feminism, oh my gosh, I totally want to get involved with that because I'm just so important. Me, a housewife, even though my husband makes tons of money, blah, blah, blah. And so what happens is these women who are housewives and they're liberal, they basically use feminism as a way to feel like they're important in the world because their kids are either grown up or whatever. I know a lot of housewives in my family who are indoctrinating kids right now.
Now, And you're right.
And they like legit like attend like liberal book clubs at like the library and stuff.
Now,
so there are housewives, but they're like cuckoo housewives who just can't learn how to freaking bake a cake.
Now, when you say things like, you said, I want to be impregnated by I'm 25, you know, when you say things like that on a show, that's going to make more creepy stalkers, right? That doesn't make less stalkers.
Yeah, I apologize for the 3 DMs I already sent.
That's my thing is I'm trying to get like followers who aren't crazy.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Everyone's crazy over here.
Like that's
This
the
is
thing
loony
is
bin.
like, but that's the thing is like, I'm a little worried with my following because I posted something today that was so obviously a joke. Just so obviously a joke. It said, believe women, right? And I had a picture from the movie, The Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've seen The Crucible or read The Crucible, I hope you freaking did, because that's a required book in freshman high school. The Crucible is literally about women who blame each other and accuse all of these different people of witchcraft when they did it. And all these people get accused guilty of witchcraft without evidence. So it was obviously a joke. It was obviously a slander towards the Believe Women campaign.
Well, I don't like
but
the
a lot of my followers commented on it saying, so you believe women now? You support Christine Ford now? It's like, no, why are you stupid?
Well, listen.
Or are you a freaking idiot?
I don't like the fact that you're talking down to me when everybody knows I dropped out in the 5th grade to support my family in the coal mines. And, you know, to have somebody...
We come from a different generation.
Yeah, you know, because now, yeah, I've never read The Crucible, and I also have Black Lung. And here you are talking down to me when I did what was best for my family.
Right, and Mike can't find any girls with eggs because all the girls that he likes have a drinking problem.
That's true.
It's a whole thing.
It's true.
It's a whole
the only
thing.
ones that like me have massive drinking problems.
Yes, but here's the thing. You also look at that picture, you could easily say, Ashton supports Kavanaugh. She made a comment about Kavanaugh an hour ago. Why the hell would she start supporting the opposite person now?
No, and I think we all support Kavanaugh. And I think the big question on everybody's mind, Ashton, is so when did you become a rape apologist? And go. You have 2 minutes.
Go.
When I walked into a courtroom for 2 different boys who were being accused of rape falsely.
Now, I got a tweet here from last year from, and this is from Ashton Whitty's
What does it say?
account.
What does
says,
it say?
all women are liars and whores, including my mother and the Virgin Mary. Now, when did
Why
you
did-
say
why
that?
did you say that?
And why would you say that during election time?
I never said that. You jerk faces. I love the Virgin Mary. How could she be ripped if she was the Virgin Mary?
Well, she was one of those.
I love Jesus' mom.
She was one of the She was actually, her real name was, they shortened for the Bible, was Technical Virgin Mary. She did butt stuff. Not a lot of people know that about her.
Yeah, and by the way, her name was Mary. Nobody believes a Hispanic woman was a virgin.
Yeah,
Gave
come on.
birth.
We have so there's a question from Streamlabs from our pal Filipino Shay. He says, all right, so check it out, Ashton. Boom. You got a kid. 2 entities appear. Elmo and Leapfrog Learning System. Which path do you take?
Leapfrog.
Oh, boy.
Wrong pick.
Boy. Yeah, that's a bad one. That's
Why?
a bad one.
Why?
You got to get into this based Elmo,
Based
man.
Elmo. Look up Based Elmo
He'll
and
red
you'll
pill you on
understand.
Are
Leapfrog.
those the memes? No, it's not based Elmo. It's that. Who's the autistic chick they just made?
You?
It's her. It's not Elmo.
Who?
It's not Elmo. Elmo isn't based. It's an autistic friend who made him based.
Yeah, look, it's Elmo. It's Mike's laughing on the floor. Mike's look. We have fun here. It's a more fun show.
It's Julia. That's her name. Autistic Julia. She's the one who was telling you about 9/11 and 4chan stuff. It's her. She's based, not Elmo. So I was right.
But you have to watch Based Elmo. I think you. Hold on, Mike. You okay? Mike was laughing. Mike was laughing.
I'm back. Ew.
Mike died. Hold on.
Oh, I'm back.
Have you not seen those memes where it's autistic Julia and she's explaining to Elmo all these different
Take over the
theories about 9/11 and
Look, my point is that watch Elmo in Manhattan. He doesn't like the Leapfrog learning system, is what I'm saying. Okay.
Oh my God. We still have a half hour.
All right, so here's another question. What is your end goal? Do you want to become do you want to work for InfoWars? Do you want to run for public office? Like what's your life besides someone bricking in you and making a baby by the time you're 25? What else? What's your next step? Like, work wise.
I mean, if InfoWars wants to hire me, that's like a dream come true. But I'm not sure if that would happen. I would never run for public office, more than likely not, just because one, as somebody who is, I'm not going to hide it. I have depression and anxiety, and I just don't think people who are in public office should be, depressed or anxious. I don't think they should deal with that kind of stuff. Not to mention is, how can I be, in public office and having children by the time I'm 25? But career-wise, I really do like doing YouTube videos. I'm going to try to get more out there. I want to go do more cultural things and politically soon. And I also really want to start writing a book series.
Now, but fiction, nonfiction?
Fiction.
Well, okay. Can you give us? Do you have any ideas, or you want to start fresh?
So I'm actually working on a book series right now, which is fiction. But I'd rather not reveal any details on it.
Okay.
Just because I've had people kind of steal stuff from me already for their own books.
What, on the internet? No, get
On
out
the
of here.
internet?
People
I'm serious.
stealing
I'm
intellectual
serious.
premises?
People within
No.
the right-wing movement who I've told them stuff, they've already taken ideas from me.
Yeah, something else.
I've had to change my entire plot twice already because these people, they've already started working on stuff where they stole them from me.
Yeah, don't tell people anything.
Exactly.
I actually give people terrible ideas on purpose. I've done that before.
That explains all our shows.
I've legit done that to other comedians before that were known for stealing material. Like I would have other comedians I'd go, look, man, so and so he's known for stealing bits. So let's suggest a really terrible joke. I'll tell a really terrible joke, and you guys just all fucking double over with laughter, right? And then people would just steal these terrible jokes and bomb on stage.
That's brilliant. And by the way,
that's pretty smart.
By the way, the other thing is, look.
Duty farts. That's brilliant. That's a brilliant punchline. And then watch him say duty farts on stage, and everybody goes, "Was this idiot?" What?
Yeah, you're young, and I'm sure you know this, but we'll tell you anyway. Don't say anything to anyone on the internet ever, because it will come back to haunt you.
I'm really bad at that. I don't know if you guys can't realize that. I'm really bad at that. I'm really trustworthy. You have to remember, I was at a state where I was actually talking one-on-one to my fans, and one of them ended up being a total stalker. So
now
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's of course gonna happen. Look, I
have stalkers too. I was sexually assaulted in D.C. You were not.
That's a good point.
To be fair,
Joey Gibson did slap his ass.
No, you're not going into this.
I was Me Too'd. I was Me Too'd.
He was Me Too'd. Me too, man.
Look, let's be fair here. If I were you and that happened, the fucking world would be burning down.
You're right. If a man were to slap your ass walking by, it would be a completely different story. But you know what? Mike over here, the Virgin Mersh, as I call him, was standing there minding his own beeswax, because I don't want to curse. Because
minding my own P's and Q's.
Yeah, minding his P's and Q's. And he got a nice love tap from his friend and mentor and Senate candidate, Joey Gibson.
He smacked my booty hole.
He smacked the hole? He hit the hole? That's good aim. Yeah. He must be a pro at it. So, look, again, as you saw, you're at the bar, everyone likes you, they're all talking, you'd be like, oh my God, Ashton. It could be worse. Sure, I'm sure you receive more dick pics than we do. I actually guarantee it. But, however, nobody likes us and everybody wanted to hit us in the face. So, look, you got it made. You got it made in the shade. If the worst you get is a couple stalkers and every time you open a DM is a dick pic, that's not bad. How many dick pics do you receive in a week?
I don't know. I closed my DMs.
But
that's
when they were
why I cut it
open,
off.
Was that a problem? Because every
Oh, yeah.
e-celeb girl every e-celeb girl I've ever talked to, that's one of their major things is that they just get a bunch of dick pics. Was it more
That's
than?
the thing is, if I get a DM and it's it says hidden image, I just don't even look at it because it's so obviously gonna be a dick pic. I just don't want to see that.
I do it to women all the time, but it's always pictures of famous guy named Dick.
Yeah,
Dick Clark or Dick Cheney.
Yeah, those are high quality dick pics.
I do that to women all the time. They'll just get a picture of Dick Cheney grinning, and they're like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's an unsolicited dick pic, bro." Girls love that shit.
All right, so here's another question. So you want to have a baby in you by the time you're 25. Are you currently involved with anyone that's going to make that happen?
I was, and then things just didn't work out.
They broke your heart? Who is it?
Yep.
Who is it? Michael kick his ass.
I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, was it Roger Stone? I'll punch him right in his schnoz.
No.
Okay, I don't know. I was asking.
And by the way,
I'll give you a hint. You guys can't talk badly about him.
Okay, we can't talk badly about him.
Which means you're not going to say his name.
I'm not. Don't look at me.
I have no idea.
Don't look at me. I mean, I know,
whatever.
but I'm gonna shut up.
I'm not gonna say. But you have to shield yourself because there's.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think you realize what a terribly guarded secret it is, though, Ashton. Look at it.
Oh, really? Is it? I don't know. I'm out of this. I'm out of this realm.
Some big mouths out there.
There's some people with big mouths.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of people with big mouths.
Okay.
I'm surprisingly not one of them. I'm shocked.
I like how like Mike knows.
I know. To be fair, I know a lot of
Well,
stuff.
I tell Mike everything too, so it's kind of just like.
Well, he's being good. I got to give him credit. He's not spilling
Mike
the
could
beans.
reveal so much stuff about certain people right now in this very moment.
No, I don't.
But he's not right now. I'm very proud of him.
I don't. It's not like seriously. When I had to do a show last week. I had to do a Nightwave where I had to get personal about some things that people told me. But that was something that had to be done for the good of our audience to protect them. But I've never, trust me, my DMs and not even my DMs, conversations I have with people in this so-called movement, I hear, it's just like being back in the strip club industry days and being in the DJ booth. Eventually, everyone tells you everything. And I just don't unless somebody starts getting in my fucking business, then I'll go, all right, bud, you want to start slinging shit, pal, we'll do it. But I don't know. It's not, I don't do that. I'm not some fucking gossip queen like all these goddamn disgusting YouTubers that we hate.
That's the thing I noticed. There's a lot of gossip on the right. In fact, I actually think I've been more attacked by the right than I have the left.
Yeah, listen.
To be fully honest.
No, but
and it's not even just people it's not even based on the faction either. I know there's a lot of people in the alt-right who get attacked by neocons, but as somebody who's just I would say I'm classical liberal libertarian-esque, I've been attacked by the alt-rights, by neocons, by libertarians, by classical liberals. I think really it's kind of just a contest who has the biggest ego.
Well, yeah, no, look, that's all e-celebrity stuff is, and we've said it too because we've got criticized a lot on this show for, as they say, stop punching right. But the truth of the matter is, there's a lot.
The right punches each other 24/7.
It's all that
Since Trump got elected, we've been punching each other 24/7.
All right, but to be fair too, we simply are punching back.
Yeah.
You're a little too nice to a lot of people.
You are very nice.
To a lot of people that don't deserve it.
That's the funny thing, and everybody tells me I'm too nice. The thing is, I could blackmail so many people because I'm constantly given information. That's the thing is, a lot of people trust me with their information, and it's because I don't tell people stuff. But the thing is, I could probably blackmail a lot of people.
All right, don't give anybody my social, okay? I gave you that in confidence.
Look, people are look, it's not just you, but there are people out there that are not willing to talk shit. About Joey Gibson. They're not willing to talk shit
because Joey
about
has done
Gavin
a lot
McInnes.
For me,
and they've punched right more than anybody I know. People aren't willing to talk out about Kyle Chapman. People aren't willing to stand up and point out what was done.
I'll talk out against Kyle Chapman. I think Kyle Chapman kind of pushed himself.
But people weren't doing it when it needed to be done, and people don't talk about how horribly wrong Johnny Benitez was.
After that whole spiel where he was hitting people in the head with the sticks and whatnot, I want to say last year, back in August, I think when I kind of suspected something weird was going on, was you're in front of that communist bookstore and he was just spewing fake stuff, fake information that wasn't real. He was telling people on live stream that they were taking Berkeley High students and that they were being asked to volunteer for Revolution Books as a way to graduate high school and for high school credit, which is completely false. I think people do volunteer at that bookstore, but it's not required to volunteer at that bookstore from Berkeley High. It's not a requirement. In fact, majority, I've never heard of somebody at Berkeley High volunteering there specifically to get high school credit. So that's kind of what started making me, dive into it more. And the truth is, there's a reason why Kyle Chapman dove into the concrete, because that one video of him hitting people in the head with a stick, which by the way, I'm not going to go further into that.
Yeah, that doesn't look like. Yeah, I'll say for you, it doesn't even look like it was him. Initially, honestly,
I was told that it wasn't even.
Nah,
him.
look,
the guy's much smaller than Kyle.
Look, a lot of people hit growth spurts in their mid-40s. Sometimes hear me out here. You know, sometimes your body has to grow into itself 30 years after puberty, and then
Did you notice like Kyle Chapman was anti-alt-right, and then he went towards the alt-right again? I'm not a fan of the alt-right personally, but don't talk crap about the alt-right and then turn into the alt-right the next day. And I could tell like the reason why he was spouting alt-right ideas is because he realized that he had to do something to get noticed again.
Yeah, but it was too late. And look, this is a problem this is why we got.
And he caused most of the fights that he was in. I mean, the reason why he kept starting fights is because he knew he'd get him attention.
Yeah, but your fucking boy does the same shit. Your buddy does the same shit.
Joey does not do that. He does not.
He tried to start a fight with me.
Did you watch the video? He really did 3 or 4 times.
I mean, with Antifa.
He does it with Antifa
said
too.
it like that.
He does it with Antifa too. Yes, he does. He does
okay.
so. He sends his little guys out there to fucking start shit so that he can get the footage and then go hide behind Tiny.
Yeah, then since Tiny had to go. And by the way, I personally, and this is the truth, I have nothing against Tiny. Tiny's always been very nice to me.
Yeah.
I have no problem with him. However, he does hide behind him, and he sends out the people to go punch him, and he's a fake. Again, the fake Christian thing bothers me. He wears the Jesus hat, but then he tries to fight people. He gets hammered, and he bangs trannies in Tijuana. That's not very Christian-like. The hypocrisy, look, here's what's happening is you just
what proof is there that he bangs trannies? That's just a really cringy thing to say.
There was a little trip
to Tijuana.
It was after the last Berkeley one. Mm-hmm. Whatever the last Berkeley
when was he in
rally
Tijuana?
was. They went. It wasn't after. I'm sorry, it wasn't Berkeley. It was a San Diego thing.
Correct. Yeah.
They were in San Diego for something. I don't think it was Chicano Park. It was a different San Diego rally. Mm-hmm. And then they, hey, it's a hop, skip, and a jump, and they went for a little jaunt. And look, I don't know if he banged trannies in Tijuana, but he went to Tijuana with trannies. I've never gone to Tijuana with trannies.
But that doesn't mean he banged trannies.
Okay, but doesn't that though negate the whole Jesus view? The whole I'm gonna pray. If you get hammered all the time and you're going to Tijuana with trannies to have, I'm sure, just conversations, because that's what you do.
Nah,
with
it was a fellowship. You know, it was a Bible study. They get together and they translate from Latin to
lots
Spanish.
of Christians party. I know lots of, and like the thing is, you're gonna get mad at Joey Gibson for being a Christian who happens to party.
No,
there's
not at all. Not at all.
Out there who party really hard.
Not at all. I'm getting mad at Joey Gibson for the same reason I get mad at anybody else, for misrepresenting himself to the public, for lying about what he does. Not that he does what he does.
I had my party days at one point.
Yeah, but you don't lie about what you do.
Yeah, but you're honest and you're upfront with it. You don't LARP to being something that you're not, and that's the difference. If anything, I would say I'll give you credit.
Like, there's nothing wrong with like somebody having like drinking. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
What about adultery?
We don't have any proof of that.
But here's my thing though. You know how you say you hear things and you talk to people? We also talk to people, let's say at ground zero, that can.
But how do we know it's real though? That's the thing.
Everyone's a liar, but Joey Gibson, because he was nice to you.
Here's the thing. For example, my live stream where I'm breaking down crying. People took that and started saying that I said someone from InfoWars sexually assaulted me.
No.
I never said someone sexually assaulted me from InfoWars. I said I can't talk about it because the thing that I did not talk about didn't even involve a guy from InfoWars. It actually involved a girl in the situation. It wasn't even sexual assault. People just see things and assume things.
Okay, then let me tell you this. You know what? By the way, if I had to put money on it and seeing how fucking blasted he gets, but whatever, that's fine. And the people that I hear aren't these fucking crazy nuts. I'm not, but whatever. Let's table that aside. Let's table all that. Why would he walk up somebody who he doesn't like and slap Mercer's ass at a bar? Why would he do that? That we have proof of that because that's on video.
Because you guys talk so much shit about him. I'm sorry, but it's great. He shouldn't do that. You guys do talk a lot of shit about him.
Okay, but we did talk shit about him. And you know what? Here's the problem. Since he's not able to...
Ask John Beavers about the money he stole from him. Ask him about that 3%er's wife he fucked at the New Year's Eve party in New York. I know Joey Gibson. I got Joey Gibson's number.
We don't have any proof. Here's the thing. That's all I'm saying, is that people have started so many lies and rumors rumors about me.
I spoke to
and
John Beavers.
Have said awful things about me, and it's ruined some of my best friendships. It has ruined my friendship. Like, Owen Schroyer is a really good friend of mine, and people didn't like. He didn't talk to me for months because people were saying the worst lies about me that he thought were true. And then me and him obviously reconnected in Austin, and so we're all good now.
Hey, Ashton, we're fully aware of people doing that. Remember, we're on the SPLC hate watch list as hardcore white supremacists, so we understand what lies could do. But here's the difference: we've been calling out Joey Gibson before it was cool to call him out. We were calling him out because he was inciting violence in places, and the stuff. And by the way, listen to this show. Information that we get, we wouldn't say it unless we're pretty fucking goddamn certain. Secondly, yeah, we were talking a bunch of shit to him. Yeah, we were. But aren't you telling me that the same person at that rally that I was at and you were at was talking about forgiveness? We have to forgive people. Would have forgiven us. Jesus would have forgiven us. Jesus wouldn't have been like, oh, you talk so much shit. No, he was talking about, you know what made it worse is that fucking few hours ago, he was talking about that. Now, what I think is Joey likes to fucking drink a lot, and maybe something else. That I can't deny or confirm. But he did walk up to us 7 times and kept trying to start a fight with us and getting on our face, and we're saying, leave Joey, leave us alone. So again, all I could say is if he's going to wear...
I see what you're saying. But here's the other thing is I think people make mistakes. If Joey Gibson apologized for that night...
He didn't.
Would you forgive him?
No, okay, so
if he apologized, would you forgive him?
He went on the next day to Twitter, post a picture of the incident, and go, "Wow, haha, somebody got mad." Again, is this a? That's not how my old pastor used to act.
No, mine either. And I went to Christian school my whole life. Let's put it to you that way.
If he wants to be a biker tough guy, then fine, be a biker tough guy. But he's living off boomer bucks, misrepresenting himself as the leader of the prayer group when he's trying to start fights and drag himself. So look, yeah, I'm going to call him out for that shit. He's not a good person, and I don't like people that aren't good people. I've got people that I know in and around this movement who are good people, who aren't allowed to show their face in public because they've been bullied by this fucking cartel of gatekeepers that hold them and don't even let them go to things. So yeah, I have a problem with that man. And I'm not going to let anybody try to pretend that what he did was okay and how he handled it afterwards was okay. He's proud of the way he acted that night. So no, there is no apology to be made.
And that's fine. Yeah. He could look. And by the way, people could still be this has never affected our friendship with any. There's some people that like him and like us, and that's fine. We don't have an issue with that. However, that video of us hanging out, drinking with our friends, and not bothering anybody shows you a couple things. We're fucking living in his head, fucking rent free. If it was bothering him so much that he came up to us and kept trying to fight us and kept making fun of Mike and making fun of me, and we're like, leave us the fuck alone, Joey. Leave us the fuck alone. Look, here's the thing. I don't like people like this. We always joke and this and that, but we've never misrepresented ourselves. We never pretended to sit there and go, let's hold hands and say a prayer, and we got to forgive people, and then go start a fist fight. With us, we'll tell you, we'll probably punch you in the face, but at least you know what you're getting from us. We're not pretending to be something that we're not. And I think he's out there and he's preying on these fucking boomers, and that's what he's doing because he's getting a lot of money for it, running for Senate and doing stuff like that. He hasn't done anything or made any change. And you know what the other difference is that we have an outside perspective. You live in California, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do.
So you're in ground zero of all this. When you step out and you see this from...
I'm currently in Washington, D.C. I want to clarify that. I feel like a lot of people are confused by that right now. I've been traveling a lot, but I am based in California.
No, I know. But my point is you're at the ground zero of all those marches and all that stuff.
Yeah, Cali's a shit show. Yeah, the whole right wing.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, no, I'm kidding. I mean, we all know a current person from L.A. who's obsessed with me, so...
Well, who?
I'm looking at you, Frank.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I like Frank.
I actually love Frank. I just think it's funny that he's obsessed with me. I think he's hilarious. I've never met the guy in my entire life. I had no idea who he was until... Actually, I think maybe me and him might have been friends on Facebook at one point. And then, I forgot who he was. I didn't know they were the same person for... It's a weird story with Frank, but, Frank, oddly likes to post about me a lot.
Right, Frank and I are in an awkward stage right now after some video I saw last night, but I'm still
okay.
I'm still
on
Team
I think Frank is great. So I don't know if Frank thinks I hate him or something, but I think he's awesome. So
yeah, look,
I don't agree with him politically, but I think he's hilarious. That's the thing is Antifa always gets mad at me, and they always record everything I say on these kind of things. I can think someone's funny. I can like somebody's personality and tell them they're wrong in politics. Like me and James Allsup, like I tell him all the time, I don't agree with you in most things, but I think I congratulated him on his marriage. Nick Fuentes, like I disagree with him on a lot of things, but I'll still go on his show and talk to him. I think a lot of these people, I disagree with, but I can still like them as people. The only person I don't think I could ever agree with on a lot of things, and I don't think I'd want to be friends with is Richard Spencer. Richard Spencer I'd never get along with.
I don't know, though, but have you seen his mustache?
Yeah,
though?
have you seen his
I think Richard Spencer is a fraud.
Well, yeah, so do we. Then look, there you go. Now we meet there.
Just look at his Department of Agriculture grants.
Yup.
What I'm saying is,
and also kind of the way he
I don't
talks.
think he knows he's talking. I think he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. I think he's reading off a script.
I don't think he's straight.
I will say this. I think that you are.
That's not my issue. Well, that's one thing we can bring up. But like my issue with Richard Spencer is that everything that he believes in actually could destroy America.
Yeah, but it'll never happen. He's just another one of those. They find these niche groups and they drain it until it's empty, and then they move on to another controversial thing. I mean, him losing his verified badge on Twitter made him way more money than when he was ever verified. That's a fact.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, I think why aren't we taking down Richard Spencer's Twitter account though?
That because again, that Mike.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying his Twitter account should be removed, but that's the thing I've noticed is always likes to use Richard Spencer for examples. Like they'll remove Alex Jones and they'll remove Gavin McInnes, but they won't remove Richard Spencer, whose ideas are far more dangerous than Alex Jones or Gavin McInnes.
No, I know. It's almost as if like the National Policy Institute was founded by the CIA, but that's
it's almost like they're using Richard Spencer to do stuff and make people angry.
If you look up
My
William Regnery and his whole past with National Policy Institute and Regnery Publishing, and it's just all that bull. It's all.
By the
fucking
way, guys,
CIA
I'm
money.
super tired and bumbling, and I sound like an idiot right now. I'm totally out of it just because I was just so depressed earlier today. I want to apologize for my lack of spunkiness.
You're depressed because you don't fucking listen to me. She's another woman that I talk to on the reg that doesn't listen to me. Doesn't listen to a word I tell them.
No one
I'm
will
so
listen to you.
sad
No
and
women.
depressed. Oh, you should try this. Bah! Okay, then why are you telling me? Like I'm never the dude that's gonna go, oh, you okay? I'm autistic. I just give you fucking practical advice. Like if you're 8 years old and you go, well, my leg hurts, Dad, I'll be like, well, then stop fucking walking on that leg. It's like I don't know what to tell you. If you're looking for empathy, I'll just tell you, oh, you're doing this? Well, you should probably do this, and then this won't happen. And people go, I wasn't coming for advice. All right, then I'm a wrong dude. That's like walking into an ice cream shop and being like, I don't want ice cream. Okay, well, I'm not going to just let you stand here and use my air conditioning. You got to buy ice cream or something.
At least the water.
I've been that guy. You ever been by a water guy?
You have to be, yeah.
Because you got to take a piss or something. You're like, look,
no.
just give me a water. Fucking here's some money. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and the other thing is that you're a 22-year-old girl who put yourself out there, and you're attractive. So you are never going to attract the best quality people on the internet, especially on this side. It's going to on any side.
She could go be JF's new co-host.
There you go.
Who's JF?
Oh,
exactly.
Oh my God, I love you even more. That's the best soundbite of the show.
Who's JF?
She was able to drive a car.
Well, that's good. Okay, fine. Here's another question I have for you. Who do you watch on YouTube?
Besides Revenge of the Sith.
Besides us, obviously. We know you watch us and you're a super fan. That's why she had to ask me for the show, what's your name? I'm like, thanks. That's really nice. Thanks. Someone's watched the show. Thanks.
Are you the Hispanic one or the drunk one?
I'm the Hispanic one. Who do you watch on YouTube?
Not InfoWars anymore.
Oh! That's not nice.
Man. PewTube's just as good.
What's funny is I haven't been watching much YouTube. I've been focusing on reading and doing research and stuff.
What TV do you watch? Reading is boring.
I don't watch TV.
Oh my God! What? Come on! Maybe you wouldn't be depressed so much if you relaxed for a second and watched some Game of Thrones.
My favorite TV shows are no longer playing. So my favorite TV shows are The Addams Family, The Munsters, Bewitched, Twilight Zone, The Prisoner.
What are you, 85?
Seriously. I gotta watch my stories.
Matlock's on. Put it on. Walker, Texas Ranger.
It would be great as if she did videos reviewing those old shows like they were current.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
That's what I thought about doing. I thought about doing, like, taking, like, Twilight Zones and, like, watching them and kind of reviewing, you know.
We get it. You like the monsters. You used to be in the pretty one. I get it.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, you were the one you were the blonde one in the family.
Yeah, she's pretty, so she watches the monsters. I used to sell drugs. I like The Wire. The point is, everybody, is drawn to what they like.
So you don't watch any TV. So what do you like? Maybe that's why I'm going to give you some on-air advice. Maybe that's why you're so depressed. You got to take your head out of this shit every once in a while. Like, Michael, sit down and play some video games for a bit. You gotta retract. You gotta have something you do that isn't research, and don't let it consume your life because it will eat your soul.
I run every day, so I do that.
Running is good. I mean, that's great. But I mean, outside of that, what do you listen to when you run? What music do you listen to? Or don't tell me you listen to podcasts or books on tape.
I've been known to run myself from my problems.
I listen to, so my favorite bands are, I really like Fleetwood Mac. I really like the Beatles and the Eagles and Elvis Presley and
what are
Frank
you, my
Sinatra.
grandma? Like you like the Munsters and the Beatles?
She's like the broad from Game of Thrones. She'll fucking take her necklace off later, and she's an old fucking.
She's an old lady. Yeah.
Is that what this is? Are you a red woman?
Yeah. Jesus.
Isn't that a Twilight Zone episode where like she's wearing like a Egyptian necklace and she's actually old? Like she sucks the life out of young men and stays like forever young.
I don't know. I'll ask my uncle. He's going through chemo right now. He's got a lot of time to talk. Jesus. Hey, Grandpa, do you remember?
Do you remember the Twilight
I
Zone?
don't know. I was watching fucking wrestling in the 80s.
Yeah. So you gotta do something to unwind. You can't do so. Your favorite? Do you like? What's the newest band you like?
Green Day.
Again, you weren't even like born. I don't understand this.
The first cassette tape I ever bought was Dookie by Green Day, and this one's talking. No, there's got to be something. There's something wrong. She's like a synth that they didn't finish programming.
You're a Westworld robot, I think, and they just put
She's been in that room for they didn't use her for 50 years. Like, dust off one of the old Westworld robots, and all their references are Munsters and Fleetwood Mac. You sound like one of my uncles when they got out of prison after like 15 years. What are these fucking? Everybody's got these weird things in their hands.
Hey, you still there?
They're smartphones.
Yeah, her
state.
service went down.
Did she just get deep stated?
I think she got deep stated.
I'd like to give her the old deep state.
What happened?
I don't know.
Did her internet go down?
I don't know.
Is there? Did the fucking stalker finally find her?
Is that what it was? That's what it was. LA Werewolf tracked her down.
Oh shit! All right.
All right, we're done.
We're done anyway.
Let's get out of here. Let's knock off early.
Thank you guys for listening. That was Ashton Whitty.
This crack in this black guy. Hey, what are you sprinkling out cheeseburgers?
Thank you guys for listening. We do appreciate it. We will be back on Monday with a fresh new Revenge of the Sis. Mike, is there a Nightwave tonight?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably. More than likely. I'd say there's a fucking 80% chance.
That's good. RevengeOfTheSis.com/donate to help us out. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry to become a patron.
First person to donate $10,000 gets a free t-shirt on us.
Free t-shirt. 10 G's. Thank you for listening, guys. We will be back on Monday. Revenge of the Sis.